So talk to me a little bit about what's coming up for Look Daggers in regards to touring, shows, maybe some other things you guys are working on that might keep you in LA or might keep you outside.
Trying to get to South by Southwest right now. I think we might do a little tour on the way out to there. They're gonna be recording soon. It's about time for
start working
on recording a new record and like kind of formulating what that's gonna sound like, you know. So
I think it's gonna go in another direction, sort of, you know. But I think it'll be good. Can't wait. Now that me and Ike know each other a little bit more, know what we like more, I guess. I think it's gonna be really good, you know.
Yeah, there's a lot. Like before, I was just kind of guessing, like literally what would sound good, and like, you know, listening back to it as much as I like it, like there's a lot of things I would have changed.
Yeah, for sure.
You know, like, so this time, you know, it's always good to like, you know, to work when you with someone who you really actually know them as a person and you hung out with them and, you know what I mean, just like had your time, played show. You know, now we have the band. We're playing shows now, so that's a whole other level of, you know, what's possible. Like we're all getting our own little studios together, so, you know, that's also interesting. So, you know, I really see like the future for us. And we're going to keep playing shows around and definitely try to get out of the area as much as possible. But we're definitely going to be recording a lot as well. So those guys will probably end up playing a lot of shows, just 2 shows, you know.
Yeah.
If I don't play them too, like a lot of them.
Yeah, I got a goal of even memorizing the whole album, the new stuff, and a lot of like some of my like more popular or things I want to do hip hop wise from all the other old albums, and I want to like have the band eventually. It would be a great thing if they were actually my band for everything, you know. So after meeting Nike, I don't want to go backwards. You know what I'm saying? And just be like, hey, I'm showing up to your town with a CD, like. After playing at the Look Daggers and seeing Ike work, or just being in that live music mentality, like me going backwards right now after 17, 18 years is ridiculous. I'm trying to go forward, you know?
Yeah, and keep originating, right? And keep making something that hasn't been done before.
Yeah, it just sounds fresh. I mean, I love sample bass hip hop, but it just, live music is so much better right now. You know, so.
Yeah, so what do you think, on a side note, what do you think some of the bigger problems with hip hop in general are right now? Because you guys are, you know, at the core, that's what a lot of us.
It's stagnant. It's stagnant. Our music hits a roadblock. Hits a couple walls. You know.
I don't think it has any problems any other art form doesn't have. You know. Like,
yeah.
And I think too, probably, you know, musically, like it's probably at an all-time high on the music end. Like
worldwide,
beats have been better than, you know what I mean, like
ever before. Yeah.
Like a lot of like, you know, the beats around on big hip hop shit, like underground shit, to me sounds super weak the past 5 years.
Yeah.
You know, compared to like,
for real.
You know,
like the production value has gone up. It's just the lyricism has gone down.
Yeah. And like
you know what I'm saying? Oh no, go ahead.
I was saying, if you talk about like live hip hop, like commercial producers have been doing that for years. They never stop. You know, like whereas underground cats, that's like you have to explain that it's still, you know, like all the Chronic, all that shit has instruments on it. Kanye West records, Neptune's records. It's like, to me, it's, you know, it's hip hop is the same thing with rock. It's just like, cool. If you have there's no problem if you don't listen to shit. If you don't listen to shitty music, then there's not a problem.
I agree.
You know, like
I agree.
Just be like, you know.
Yeah, that's why we're sitting down. We're fans of your music via the website, so we're just trying, like, we're discovering a bunch of great bands, like, on a daily basis, and Look Daggers really stuck out for us, so like we wanted to sit down. But that's like probably the truest thing I've heard.
Yeah.
You know.
I mean, like, to me, it's like
you got to seek it out, though.
I mean, well, you know, like plus anytime, like you know, if you talk to someone in New York in the '70s, they would tell you there's a problem with the rock scene, and you know what I mean. Like right now, you look back and that's a golden time. There were dudes in Jamaica in the '60s and '50s, and like, you know, the problem with this place, right? You know what I mean? Like, it's all about what you choose to take in, you know, and appreciate the time you live in.
Some people don't think hip hop has a problem at all. They're happy as hell with all that stuff that's out, and you know, to each his own, you know.
Yeah.
To each his own. There's so many things that I think are weak, and then people just swear by them. So It's just like that's how it'll always be.
All you gotta do is not buy that stuff.
Yeah. I always show my friends bands that I love that never made it big, and some of them take to it, some of them don't.
Yeah.
You know, it's just how it is. You know, you love what you love. 5 of my favorite rap groups were dropped and never like even had a video. You know what I mean? Like groups that some of the groups I like a lot, just they were never considered to be a success or whatever, but they were a success to me, you know, from what I heard.